Good morning.
Good morning. This is Meditations Reflections. Welcome. Yeah, it was a very good meditation as usual. Started a little bit rough for me, and I'll start off with saying why it's rough sometimes. Because we're not focused, and our minds try to take over. It's when you get centered in your heart that you can calm the mind. And I'll relate it to like trying to tune in to a radio station and you don't really know what you want, so you're kind of all over the place with the dial and you're just turning it back and forth and trying to settle in on a station to get information or music or whatever. And there's lots of different goals in your meditation. You can have a question, you can just be seeking peace and tranquility, seeking love. But if you have a direction or goal, it makes it much easier rather than just trying to tune into spirit to see what you get.
But it's also a good way to think about that is question.
Question, yeah, absolutely. Have a question in your mind that you want answered. Or, and as you know, we've talked about many different guides that we consult in our morning meditations. And sometimes we'll get an answer from one particular one. If you have a question, the most appropriate guide usually steps in and will give you the answer. Or if you want to hear something from a particular guide, you can seek that knowledge from that entity.
Mm-hmm. They're very good about, I want to join you on that one because
Yep.
they're very good about that. And the guide showing up, and it can be an absolutely new one, something that's part of the answer because they present themselves. It is all higher self, it is all source speaking. But he wants to make sure you understand.
Or she.
Or she. But they want you to understand, so they've given you an image, and the way the image is presented, or the form they take, is part of that answer.
Yeah, because you don't always get a verbal answer. Sometimes you're given an image or an impression or your feeling.
Or you notice something. A lot of the messages from nature are the sudden appearance of, say, a bird in much closer than you would normally see it.
Yeah.
Or you suddenly hear something. So it's being open to all possibilities of the information coming through.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an interesting phenomena. I'll do mine.
Yeah.
You have a rhythm of sleep at night. You're in alpha state just as you drop into sleep. That's a good time to pose a question, to think about a project, looking for a solution, because it's part of that phrase of I'll sleep on it and see what I think. Mm-hmm. You then go into dream state, which if you are working towards becoming a lucid dreamer is very, very handy, because then you're asking for help with a question or a problem. This is related to what Glenn was talking about. To figure out things, because dream world can present all possibilities and then you can see the outcomes of them with some control. Or the dream state will present to you that which is the most important thing for you to understand at this time. That's true. You have to remember, dream state is you conversing with your subconscious, and it likes pictures. Then you have deep dreamless sleep, which is equally interesting, and long-term meditators begin to control their consciousness in deep dreamless sleep. You're aware of that deep dreamless sleep. Now that cycle repeats every 90 minutes during the course of the night. Roughly, yeah. It varies enormously. The detail that I'm presenting is, notice you have a rhythm in your day, and it will include preparation, activity, evaluating the activity, moving on to the next task. Whatever that rhythm of the day is, maybe coffee with your friends in the morning, something like that rhythm. But include in that rhythm peace. Peaceful moments for yourself, moments in nature, moments to relax and do true reflection. Because just as you have a rhythm at night, your day has a rhythm. Try to notice it, discover it, and use it.
Yeah. I also got another message, and it had to do with memory. And we all have our own memories, and but memory extends much further than that. Dr. Emoto literally proved that water has memory through his experiments. Crystals have memory. The earth has memory. Inanimate objects, there actually are none, because they all contain memory as well as people that use psychometry. Psychometry is the ability to take an object and read its past, whether it's the object's past or the person that is around that object a lot. Something that's like something you wear can pick up the vibrations of the person, and a person that does psychometry can tune into that information about that person. So everything can carry memory. Everything is energy, and it stores a history of its surroundings.
Yeah. A detail. Psychometry is one of the first skills taught in psychic development. It actually is very easy to do and is a good starting point to explore this other way of thinking about things.
Yeah. So that's it for today.
Yeah.
So
Have a wonderful day.
thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time.
Blessings upon you.
Blessings. Oh, I want to talk about my shirt. This is a weta. This is a New Zealand insect. It's the largest insect in the world. And weta is also the symbol for Weta Studios, which is involved in making lots of movies. So I'm just showing off my shirt here. Be creative.
You have to read it the right way around.
Be creative and make cool stuff, which is...
I want to tell one more story on the Weta.
Okay.
The Maori name Weta, and it's a very bizarre looking insect, and it's rather big. Anyway, it's the god of ugliness.
Except New Zealand is beautiful, as you all know.
Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon.
Blessings.
Blessings.